come hither and dance this waltz so strange. Waltz of time, come dance and let's blow the winds of change. Time is ticking away, and day after day the world always changes, for time is ticking away, day after day.
Stop it, Zelda. You're not getting anything out of me.
You could at least use my proper name in this form. I'm Sheik.
Everyone knows you're Zelda. No one refers to you as a he anymore, even when you are in Sheik form.
Stop stalling. What does Ganondorf want with Peach?
Ganondorf has the Triforce of Power. You know physics. What is power?
Oh.
Sheik, are you alright?
I'm fine. And I believe I now know what Ganondorf is planning. And you? Did you say Peach?
Yes, though she teleported away again. But more importantly, I think we've given a power to Captain Falcon, velocity, which makes sense given Captain Falcon's need for speed. But that's also what I came here to ask you about. On the battlefield, Peach was on the platform above me, and there were letters that appeared, DS and DT, separated by a horizontal line. Do you know what that's all about?
DSDT? You'll probably want to brace yourself for a technical explanation. DSDT is what is called a derivative, and it is essentially a fancy kind of division. If you take the total change in position and divide it by the total change in time, you get an average velocity.
The letter D means that this change in position is infinitely small, which gives a velocity at a certain moment, called the instantaneous velocity. In other words, DSDT is the instantaneous velocity. Another way of viewing it is as the rate that the position is changing with respect to time. We can really fancy. It could be seen as a circular tangent line of a position time graph. Hey, Link, you're speeding up time. I thought you wanted an explanation of this.
Oh, sorry, Zelda, but I was starting to zone out. So the D's and stuff are just fancy division. Got it. Thanks.
But that's not all. The D's mean
That's all I need to know on the matter. Let's move on. What did Bowser say about Ganondorf's plan?
Well, if you got control over time because you are the hero of time, who do you think will get control over power? The bearer of the Triforce of Power, no? Ganondorf is trying to get his own ability.
Power? You mean like electricity? As in, we need power for a lamp to glow?
Not necessarily. That's just one kind of power. Power is the ability to do work over time. It's the derivative of work with respect to time. And work, in return, is a change in energy. Sure, power might be a change in electrical energy, but it could simply be normal movement that requires work.
You know what? Forget I even asked.
No, but allow me to explain. Ganondorf is trying to get power, right? So he needs to get whoever has the power of work, or energy, and then get that person to be divided by you, time.
So what's work? Work is the integral force with respect to displacement, or more accurately, the integral force divided with displacement. And before you ask, the integral is a backwards derivative, so it's just glorified multiplication. And, would you stop it with the time manipulation?
You're hurting my brain though, Zelda. I don't care about all these derivatives and integers.
Integrals.
Exactly. Just tell me, in simple terms, what is Ganondorf trying to do?
Well, his first step would be to get force and displacement multiplied together. Before you ask, displacement is a change in position, so that would be Peach. As for force, that is equal to mass times acceleration. Acceleration is a derivative of velocity with respect to time.
So basically, I need to avoid Captain Falcon so that we don't spontaneously give someone the ability to control acceleration. Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Look, Link, physics is important, you know, especially as it becomes more and more relevant to Ganondorf and Bowser's plans. You ought to learn about it. It's the study of how the world changes.
You know as well as I do that our world doesn't change.
Just consider looking into learning physics.
It was like running through molasses, and it was certainly Captain Falcon's doing.
I really can't believe you. Nothing's ever changed in our world. Why would it now? Though, admittedly, there was something strange that I guess I did see at the Pokemon Stadium.
There you are, Dr. Mario. I'm sorry for what happened during our battle. I don't even know what happened there.
Oh, Captain Falcon.
Pardon me, Jigs. I just want to apologize to the doc, since I don't think that match was quite fair. Let's just say it was a tie.
That's not the important part. What is this new ability that you have? Controlling people's speeds?
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. But what do you mean it's not important who won? It's always important. Life's a competition. If we don't compete against each other, we have nothing to live for. Nothing else exciting ever really happens.
Until now, you gained a new ability and you have no idea what it is. Isn't that exciting?
Have you asked anyone else about it? If you want, you could ask Zelda. She has the Triforce of Wisdom, doesn't she? Maybe she'd know what this ability of yours is. I think she's at the temple.
You know, kid, that's a good idea. So if we all agree that match was a tie, then I'll be off. See you both later.
Kid? I'm probably older than he is. Well, anyway, I guess you're telling the truth about Captain Falcon.
At least you believe me now.
Hey Doc, have you seen Peach anywhere? Oh hey Jigglypuff, you're here too?
Hi, Pichu. No, I haven't seen her recently. Why do you ask?
It's what I was alluding to earlier. Peach kind of just teleported into the middle of the Pokemon Stadium as Pichu and I were battling, before just disappearing again. Pichu and I were looking to find her to ask what that was about.
Wait, teleport? Peach? I thought the teleportation was reserved for Zelda and Mewtwo.
Well, apparently not anymore.
Does this have anything to do with Captain Falcon's newfound ability? This cannot just be a coincidence.
Captain Falcon?
He gained a weird ability to spontaneously change people's speeds, including his own. He's going to ask Zelda about it.
You know, maybe I should go ask Zelda about Peach too. She might have answers and not just about Captain Falcon.
Oh wait, I have a better idea. Zelda isn't the only one who might know about Peach's ability. Mewtwo's a psychic Pokemon, is it not? Maybe we should go see if it knows anything about this. Besides, we can always hear back from Captain Falcon later.
But you never know if Captain Falcon is going to come back with any news. He's always speeding off, and it'll be even worse with this new power. How about you to go find Mewtwo, and I'll chase after Captain Falcon?
No,
You're
but...
gonna go do that? Okay, let's meet up here if we find anything.
Alright. See you later, Dr. Mario.
Falcon Punch!